Here we are taking a in-depth look at Zee-Al-Eid's concept. He's a concept artist and he makes a lot of Windows concepts. I'm not sure what else he does, but he makes a lot of Windows concepts. And here it is on his Medium page, a fresh take on Windows 10's tablet mode. So looking at Zee-Al-Eid's concept here, already what I'm seeing in front of me here is that it looks clean. It looks really clean. But so just for comparison, let me show you guys what I actually see when I convert over to my tablet mode. Obviously I'm running a super ultra wide monitor here, so it's gonna look a little interesting for you. So let me show you guys what I see. So this is what I see on the ultra wide's tablet mode. And then when I go to the start menu, I hope it's picking it up, but this is what it looks like. And it's obviously no tablet is going to be this wide, but you can see just how it functions. You can right click. No, you can't. There's no right click function. I'm sure there's a press and hold function. I haven't had a Windows tablet in a while, but there's different things there. And that's about it. And obviously it's centered icons here only because of taskbar X that I'm running. And if you right click the taskbar, you can actually make the icons disappear. I like the icons to be there, and that's it. How it is by default is, but you don't see any icons, which kind of makes it strange because you can't see what you're actually opening up. So going back in and hitting show apps, and then let me go back in and switch the scene back over. Now you guys are seeing his concept. Now his concept, the theming, the neutral theme. Obviously he picked a mountain in the background. I love the aesthetic. He picked a mountain in the background as his background wallpaper. Whereas for me, I just have this, which is the Windows default, the Bing daily wallpaper. But he picked a specific thing to make his design look the most conveyed as possible. So you're going to see gray backgrounds here. You're going to see kind of rounded icons in front of you. In fact, can I get a little closer? No, I can't zoom in any, but you're going to see rounded icons here. You're going to see, yeah, it doesn't zoom in at all. It just brings the picture closer. Rounded icons. You're going to see like your calendar. You got your sticky notes. Looks like he has widgets as well, recents and so on. Let me zoom out so it's reasonable. Going down more, he says here, the problem is that Windows 10's tablet mode gets quite neglected, which is very true. It has not really changed much. In the past few years, there hasn't been much done to the tablet experience. The 2-in-1 experience did get an overhaul this year, but he's talking specifically about the tablet experience. And he says the tablet mode nowadays feels like an abandoned jittery mess, which is a shame because it can be so much more refined and just can do more. So he's been working on these designs, and he did a little thing of the start menu, start screen in the past. So we'll look at it on Twitter real quick. This is his start menu thing, his concept, his early concept of it, and then going back to his post here, you're seeing here, and this is pretty much what you're seeing, his finished concept right there. You can swipe up to see all apps. I don't know whether you just swipe up on the screen or you swipe up down here. I'm sure you swipe up on the screen as a whole if you're using a tablet to see all apps in his concept, which is pretty cool. You see this line down here, you see that as being that little taskbar icon, kind of like how down here on my taskbar, obviously I've cut the screen in half, so you're not actually seeing my whole taskbar. You're only seeing half of it just because the monitor is so wide. But you can see there, you swipe up to view more of your taskbar stuff. You still got your recents, you got your little profile in the corner, and let's see if I have that in my corner. No, I do not. You have your search icon here. You have some kind of share button or something like that. I guess it's sensitive to what widget you're using, which is really cool. Going down more, we see here it says he now scrolls horizontally in landscape mode. Okay, and scrolls vertically in portrait mode. So when you turn it, it changes how you scroll. I don't know how I feel about that. When you're in landscape mode and you're holding the tablet, visualizing, imagine closing your eyes. Do you want to swipe with your thumb left and right? and then when you're in portrait mode, you have to know to swipe it up and down like normal. I kind of feel like both directions, you should just take the Apple approach or even the Android approach and just swipe the same direction in both orientations, just not to confuse people. But that's what he thinks it should be, because it kind of feels more natural no matter which way you turn it. Yes, you'll have to scroll more in some directions or others, but I feel like it should scroll vertically no matter what, or horizontally no matter what. It shouldn't be switching up. And it says here, the pinned apps are located on the left-hand side, and the other half can be customized with widgets. So these are the pinned apps right there, and then the rest can be customized with widgets, such as, it looks like he has a calendar and he has photos. So going down more, this is the widgets. So he says he thinks widgets can be really helpful in the start screen. If you want to add an interactive to-do list, you can see your latest notifications, such as in Microsoft Teams. You can quickly join a meeting. So let's see right there. You got that. So it looks like you can interact with those things. It says, as the new start screen scrolls both horizontally and vertically, allows the user to add widgets in columns. Now, I read ahead and I saw that you can add widgets by either pressing and holding the screen, or you can add a widget by just scrolling to the end of that screen and just clicking it. And then you can add a widget. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that design a lot. It says add a widget. Would open up a dock down there when you hold down or press that button, and it'll show you which widgets you can actually add. So it says here to do and things like that. I kind of feel like his concept, his way of doing it, I feel like it should be more like the Android way of doing it. I like that style of the select a widget, but I kind of feel like it should show you what the widget will look like rather than just showing you what widgets you can pin. I know it keeps it cleaner for concept's sake, but I feel like it should show you what widget, what the widget looks like, because the widgets all look different. Sticky notes widget looks different, kind of looks skeuomorphism. The Microsoft To Do widget looks different. I feel like they should show you a preview of what your widget will look like before you drag it in. It says here, after the widget has been placed, the user can resize it or tap anywhere and end the edit mode or exit the edit mode. So you tap anywhere to exit away, similar to iOS, or at least how iOS used to be. So that's pretty cool. You see that right there. So he's added some widgets. Sticky note, My Day, which is his to-do list. And then you have your recent documents right there if you're working on documents. So that's pretty cool. And then going down more, it says navigation. It says he really liked Windows 10X, how Windows 10X managed navigation. So he thought he would improve tablet mode's navigation and prepared a short animation. So let's click on that video. Let's go. Yep, that's the video. Let's repeat that one more time. So you swipe up and it kind of looks like Chrome. Let me actually go to 720p and hit play. So you swipe up and it looks really clean right there. Swipe up and it looks clean. Oh, that looks really good. That looks really good. I like the smooth animation. It looks really good. What is that number in the corner though? So what I'm noticing here is that when he swiped up over here, the whole thing moved up and the time moved up with it. I kind of feel like that shouldn't have been the case. That shouldn't have happened. I kind of feel like it should just center this whole bar up a little bit. That's it. So that's okay. That's pretty cool. Not really any gripes with that one. That one's actually pretty straightforward, pretty simple. I like how it was, how he's thinking about it. Because right now, as you know, apps list is automatically disabled. If I disable app icons, you don't see anything, which means Microsoft wants you to randomly figure out what app you just opened or hit Alt-Tab, which if you're using a tablet, then you don't have an Alt-Tab. You just have the screen. So how do you do that? Someone's going to probably tell me that there's a way. So then going down further, it says split screen. It says currently the way Windows 10 does split screen apps in tablet mode is pretty straightforward. You launch an app, snap it to the side, go to the start screen again, and launch another app. I think it would be better if the user didn't have to go to the start screen again and launch another app. See, that's exactly how it should be. And I think iPadOS 14 and 13, they're addressing it that way, where you don't need to swipe up. I mean, you don't need to like find an app by swiping in and all this stuff. All they do is just let you pick from that drag up bar. So it says here, so in this concept, when the user snaps the app to the side, the other side automatically becomes the pin tiles in the start area. That's pretty cool. So your pin tiles is like your favorite apps in the start screen, making it easier to open another app. And they said, don't worry, there's still an app option to see all apps, just swipe up. So okay. I wish he made animated GIFs for this kind of thing. And then the final thing I think here, yep, the final thing is search. It says he really liked how the handy search button in Windows 8.1 was. So in this concept, he added a search UI that is completely redesigned. Rather than the search user interface popping up to the top or bottom, it's now a simple pop-up, making more room for the touch keyboard, which is obviously not shown in the image. So when you click on the corner here, you get your search. You see your search icon all the time, and when you click on it, you can search right away, and the touch keyboard will pop up, which he didn't decide to pop up, I guess, because maybe he had this there. He had his keyboard type cover on, and you can just search your whole computer, which is really cool. Unfortunately, if your computer isn't pre-indexed, search works kind of funky in Windows 10. So it's not like Mac OS where you just start typing and everything that you ever did on your computer pops up. So finishing up, he came up with his usual crazy like mastermind concepts. I like the work that he's been doing with redesigning Windows and things like that and making it look really nice. There's a bunch of other stuff that he's done, and I'll probably look at that in another video. This video is kind of getting long, but his concepts are really sharp. This is his redesigned start screen or tablet experience for Windows, and it's pretty sharp. It's pretty sharp. I like it a lot. I really do. So there's only a few things that I would have changed, such as the scrolling, where he said if you rotate your tablet device, it switches the direction you scroll. I kind of don't feel like that should be the case. I feel like it should be the same, or give people an option, but by default, it should be the same. And then the widgets too, the widgets area that he was talking about, when you scroll down here, I kind of feel like there should be a preview of what exactly the widget looks like before you drag it in, even though for concept's sake, this works. You know, it looks nice, it looks appealing, but it should show you a preview of what it is. Maybe you press and hold that widget, that select the widget area, you press and hold, say, the Microsoft To Do widget, and it shows you a pop-up in the same kind of UI of what widgets look like for Microsoft To Do or Microsoft Teams or recent files or anything. Just an idea. So finishing up this video, this is something that I've done in the past, which I look at Windows 10 concepts or just Windows concepts or just interested people who make concepts. Since I come from a design standpoint, I'm a designer, I'm an artist. So even though I've covered tech, looking at designs is what really lights me up and just makes me really want to, you know, keep trying to do more and figure out what looks cool and what's not. So that's kind of the whole theme of the channel. So if you have any questions or comments about this concept, I'll also put a link to this Medium article and Zee-Al-Eid's his Twitter handle, so you can follow him for any other things in the comment section below, or rather in the description box. And so just look at that. You can follow him, ask him any questions, interact with him. He's always looking for feedback and things like that. So take a look at his stuff. And my name is Kwaku. I'll see you guys probably next week. Take care, everybody.
That's the problem when you say you love me, but you have somebody to